Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we are going to discuss about various operations that can be done on the Numpy arrays. So let's get started. First of all, let's import our Numpy library into the code by typing import numpy as np. Then let's go ahead and quickly create a Numpy array. Let's name it arr equal to np dot, I'm gonna use the arrange method. Let the elements start from 0 up until maybe 19, so I have to give 20, so there will be a total of 20 elements inside this, right? So I run the cell and let's see what is inside arr. So arr is a one-dimensional array with 20 elements starting from 0 to 19. Perfect. Let's see what all mathematical operations can be done on arr. So let's begin with addition. So let's add a scalar quantity with this particular array, for example arr plus, let's say 100, and see what happens. So as you can see, 100 is added to each and every element inside our array, which means that this particular operation is done on each and every element inside the array. Let's see subtraction, maybe arr minus 100, we get 100 subtracted from each and every element. And let's see arr multiplied by 100, and we have similar result. 100 is multiplied with each and every element. Same as the case with division, as you can see here. Cool. Let's divide this particular thing with 0, for example. So practically division with 0 is not possible, so this is supposed to give us an error, but instead of an error, what this does is it returns us back an array. Not a number is given as output when 0 is divided by 0. In every other case, when a number is divided with 0, we get infinity as the output. So we get a complete array with these elements as output. Let's say arr raised to the power of something, maybe square. So arr square will be this, and arr cube will be this, and etc. Let's just quickly create one more array, which is arr2, which is equal to np dot arrange, and in this case let it be from maybe 20 to maybe 40. Okay, and let's run this and see what is inside arr2. So this is our array with from 20 to 39, right? So we have 20 elements, right? Let's see what is inside arr and arr2 nearby. Okay, so these are the two arrays. Now let us try to add these two arrays directly. For example, arr plus arr2, and let's see the output. See, each element in the first array is added to the corresponding index element in the second array, right? So 21 plus 1 is 22, 22 plus 2 is 24, etc, etc. Same operations can be done with subtraction, multiplication, like let's see multiplication, for example arr and arr2 is multiplied, and each element is multiplied with the corresponding index element in the second array. Fine. So one point to note is that we cannot do mathematical operations on two arrays with different dimensions. For example, we have arr is a one-dimensional array, right? Let's reshape arr2 into a two-dimensional array. We have 20 elements, so I'm going to change it into 4 by 5, and we get a two-dimensional array in return, right? So let arr2 equal to this, and let's see what is inside arr2. So this is inside arr2, and let us try to add arr and arr2 and see what it is returning. We get an error, right? So make sure you do mathematical operations on arrays with same dimensions. Now let us learn about the sum function inside the Numpy library. So sum function can be used to get the sum of all elements inside an array. In order to access that, we need to type, let's add all the elements inside arr. So let's type arr dot sum, and let's just run the cell, and we get the sum of all the elements inside the array, which is arr. Let's see what is arr. So when we add 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc up to 119, we get 190 as output. Cool. Consider we have a two-dimensional array. In this case we have already converted ARR2 into a 4 by 5 array, right? So let's see what is ARR2. ARR2 is this particular array, right? So let's do some function operation on ARR2. So ARR2 dot sum, and when we check the parameters, the first parameter is the axis, right? So when I specify a particular axis equal to 0, for example, axis equal to 0 means columns, and when axis equal to 1 means row. So I'm going to perform a column wise addition and see what is going to happen. And as you can see, all the elements inside a particular column is added and we get the output as this. So 110 is the result of 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35. Now let us learn about some generic functions in Numpy. For example, maybe if I want to find the square root of all the elements inside an array, what I have to do is I have to type np.sqrt and provide the array inside it. In this case, let it be ARR2, and run the cell, and we have a square root of each and every element inside ARR2 here. What if I want to find the logarithm of each and every element? I can do that by typing np.log and pass the array inside it, ARR2, and we have the output here. What if I want to find maybe sign of all these elements inside this? So np.sign, and inside that pass the array, and I get the output. We have more generic functions available in the Numpy documentation. You can check that out. And so far we have discussed the important functions and mathematical operations that can be done on Numpy arrays. So that is all for this video. I'll see you in another video. Bye.